ever striving, ever seeking, well in love and unity, each and every, all achieving, heal our land. You've graced us with land, sea and beauty. Oh, you fed us from our birth by providing for your children. Oh, from generation to generation, we will lift up our prayer for Antigua, for Barbuda. Lord, we pray for Antigua in the name of Jesus. Lord, we pray for our nation. Please heal our land. Please heal our land. You stood beside us in the midnight hour. Your strong arms held us all together. Now we bless you in Jesus' name, and we pray for you in Jesus' name, the name above every other name.
Proverbs chapter 9. Wisdom had builded her house. She had hewn out her 7 pillars. She had killed her beasts, and she had mingled her wine. She had also furnished her table. She had sent forth her maidens. She cried upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanted understanding, she said to him, Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish, and live and go in the way of understanding. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instructions to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple, and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house, on a seat in the highest places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, she says, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she said to him, Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that all her guests are in the depths of hell.
Heal our land.
Good evening, sippers. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's night class. I am here, I am here, I am here. Are you? Good evening, and welcome to our Tuesday sip. I have to let you know that it is about 1:09 in the morning here for me in the UK. So it is going to be 8:09 if you're in the Caribbean, and wherever you are in the world, whatever the time is. It is 2 days until general elections in Antigua and Barbuda. We say we're not missing a sip, never missing a sip. Remember, I didn't come to the sip on Saturday. Well rested up over the weekend. We did our sip on Monday yesterday. We did a special sip last night. We are here again tonight to do another sip. We are doing our 2 days until general elections, and I'm super tired. We could use some sleep. We all can use some sleep, head wrapped up, ready to go into the bed. I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta take off that. Ready to go into the bed, but 2 days, that's 48 hours. Somebody said 48 hours. In 48 hours, anything can happen. Anything will happen in the sense that, yeah, hello. Yeah. So we're doing this reaction live tonight. Tonight we're going to react to Prime Minister Gaston Brown's interview that he did today. This morning he did Know Your Candidate. He did Know Your Candidate on ABS television with Burford. The host was Burford. And I prepared since last night to watch it. I'm just telling you, like, I'm in the news. I want to know the candidates. I wanted to know that candidate. You know what I mean? So I woke up early, sorted everything, took Munch to school. On my way back, boom, got in the house, checked the time, the usual, pull up the cup of coffee, sit down in front of the laptop, and I'm like, 100 and something people watching you. You're the world boss. I mean, I'm the journalist. I'm the journalist, and I have been, you know, following the Prime Minister's page, following the ABLP page, following everybody and seeing the numbers and the whole flowing and the influence, the popularity. I'm getting to that word. How popular the Prime Minister has been. And 2 days before the general elections, he's not that popular. 2 days before the general elections, the Prime Minister is not pulling in 200 views at an interview where individuals need to know, like, what are his plans? He is the incumbent. They should be interested. They should be waking up quite early. And I didn't see comments from, like, Donna. Yeah, double standard. Where is my perfume? Double standard. Double standard Donna. I didn't see comments from double standard Donna. I didn't see comments from a lot of people who support Prime Minister Gaston Brown in the comment section on Prime Minister Gaston Brown's interview this morning. And there's a lot of questions on that. Like, why? We're Donna. If Donna all the way there, we're 2 lakhs calling. Where is everybody for the ABLP to provide the support for Prime Minister Gaston Brown in the comment section, pushing what the agenda is, pasting at least or posting in the comment section a bit of the ABLP plans, etc. That was not done. That was quite alarming. It stood out. If it didn't stand out for you, it stood out for me. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're not going to stay very long tonight because remember, it's 1 o'clock in the morning for me. I still got to get up, get Munch started, and we still have our Wednesday sip, our usual Wednesday morning sip. Then we still have a Wednesday sip tomorrow night, Wednesday night sip, and then we have all day Thursday. Yeah. And before I even get into the word, well, I should get into the word and then give praises and thanks to the sippers in this classroom. I know that those who watched the live last night saw myself and Stancia counting down the amount of time I will have on the free StreamYard. And I've been using the free StreamYard because it's a free independent space. Yeah, it's supported independently by whatever you send. Good night, Aldine. Hey, baby. Whatever you send, whatever you support, whether it's PayPal, it's stars, whatever, it's coffees, whatever you send, I'm able to use that and support this independent space. I work, may work, and I work for UPP, and I work for the ABLP. We're not working for anybody with any kind of agenda. This is a people mandate. We're like the people's watchdog. We out there and we're like, doesn't smell right. Doesn't look too right. It's a bit shady. That makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. And when that happens, we're like, we dig a little bit more. But this space, Free Press 268, it is supported. The space is held up by individuals who would send their money. Yeah, their money, their time. And I want to give the Most High God thanks that I was able to get another donation today so that, look, you don't see StreamYard on the logo. You're seeing the Free Press 268 logo tonight. I don't know how to take off this like and follow thing because I'm still learning how to do all this techie thing. I was playing around before I started this morning, tonight. And that happened. So I don't know. I'm gonna try and work on how to take that off, but we're gonna work with that tonight. But I want to give God thanks. We're gonna give a word of prayer, and we're gonna get into our discussion this evening. I want to thank God that the people are there, the support is there, the work is to be done. Um, that's it. It's just to be done. And the people who are there, the people who invest their time, their money, their energy, everything. Most High God, even right now in this atmosphere, God, I ask that you send miracles, signs, and wonders their way. Because you know the tired, the toiling, you know the tiredness, you know the laboring, you know the efforts, you know everything that they do to gain, oh God, and to earn an honest living. And God, when they see the importance of building this platform, putting in the work, financially, they see my work. They sometimes don't even see the hours behind the scenes, God, but you see it. But they see it, God, when we sit and we have conversations. They see it when we present information. They see how I dig and find, and I'm just rootless in seeking the information, because the passion is there, God. The purpose of the people is here. This is the people's watchdog space, and we will continue to be watching out for the people, God. Whether we're in Antigua and Barbuda or not, we all have investments as in our children being born in Antigua, investments in businesses, investments in family members and friends, God. Although we're outside of Antigua and Barbuda, we carry Antigua and Barbuda passports, God. I carry an Antigua Barbuda passports. My two oldest sons were born in Antigua and Barbuda. Years, time, sweat, and toiling have been invested in Antigua and Barbuda. Every individual have a right to stand at the gates and protect Antigua and Barbuda. And God, I thank you that everyone that would support this platform, God, that you would support them. Bless those who bless me, God. Elevate those who elevate me. Those who see the need and the purpose to share the life, to comment, to participate, to give ideas, to push this space, to push your work in any way, God. I ask that you stupefy them with your blessing, God, every single time, and multiply their hands, multiply their minds, their talents, their ideas, increase their faith, oh God, extend courage in such a way, God, that they become boldless. They become bold, they become fearless, God, and they stand on your word. They increase in faith, they increase in blessing, increase in your protection, increase in every single thing that concerns them. And we say, let it be done in the mighty name of Jesus. So shall it be. Thank you for your blessings, always. So, Psalms 3, yeah, we're live tonight, and I have a little bit of coffee. But Psalms 3 says, do you know, I got to do this thing now where I sit back to read the Bible because of the fine words. Okay. It says, Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? How many are saying of me, God will not deliver him? But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. And when I read the word, apply it for yourself. When you hear me, apply your name, your family's name, your business, everything that concerns you. When you hear me, apply Antigua and Barbuda. Just apply it according to how your spirit is led. I will not fear, though tens of thousands assail me on every side. Arise, Lord. Deliver Antigua and Barbuda, my God. Strike all our enemies on the jaw. Break the teeth of wickedness. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessings be on your people. Father, let this word be for Antigua and Barbuda. Let this word be for everything and for every individual concerned in Antigua and Barbuda. Let life spring forth. Antigua and Barbuda is surrounded by waters. Let life spring forth. Let boldness spring forth. Let all the fake and intimidation and those fake attitudes fall away. Let people who have this boldness to intimidate us, God, or attempt. The word is attempt to intimidate us. Let our faith increase in such a way that they're so bold, God. Like, I'll use the example, my husband and I talking to Munch in the kitchen, and something he's saying, and he's saying that he's scared. And then I said to him, even if you're scared, you're never sure that you're scared. And then his daddy turned around and told him, you're never sure that you're scared. Even if you're scared, it's okay to be scared. Yeah, it's all right. That's a natural feeling that any individual would have. It's okay to be scared. But you don't be scared of no man. You don't be scared of no individual. Don't ever be scared. Well, you could be scared, but don't back down. Build that courage. Your knees could be shaking. Yeah. Everything rattling on the inside. You better hold it together. You better hold it together. Because it's not the one with the loudest voice that carries the strength. It's not the person that is taller, bigger, bolder, that you should be fearful of. No. It's a little quiet mouse. It's a little piece of insignificant. You might think, she don't worry about that. Yeah, you shouldn't worry about that. That's not a threat. Trust me, it's a threat. That's not a threat. Hello, it's a threat. The word says, be wise as a serpent and humble as a dove. But the word didn't say that you should just lie down and take it. The word didn't say that you should be doormats. The word didn't say that when we preach the word and we know within our hearts and we are convicted, we see patterns, we see styles, we see a way how things unfold. And what do? You're not going to stand up to that? Faith without works is dead. Let me bring it back again. Faith without works is dead. Pray and 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 don't move. You pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and don't do. You pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and don't go. You pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and don't stand up. Faith and the works go together. And the faith increases with every single step, every single new idea, every level of boldness. Yeah, it's another level for you to conquer that fear. It's another level for you to become aware of what you carry on the inside of you. And you never know your strength until it's tested. In the next 2 days, Antigua and Barbuda's strength will be tested, is being tested right now, is being tested, have been tested. The strength of the people, the unity of the people, if the people have love for each other, most of all, if the people love God, if the people serve God and respect God, if the people recognize that God is the provider, King of kings, Lord of lords, conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Hello. Once the people recognize that. But if you don't, you're going to stay in bondage. You're going to stay oppressed. You're going to stay in darkness, stay in dirt. You're going to stay down. Hello. Brown, you mash cow down. That's what they used to say in school. It just came in my head. Brown, you mash cow down. You stay down. You don't read. Mm-mm. Don't pray. Mm-mm. Don't take your little health walks and take your vitamins and drink your water and take care of yourself. Mm-mm. Don't do all that. Don't secure your mind, guard your heart, guard your spirit. Because you see how Prime Minister always wearing a dark shades, right? Always wearing. Where's my shades? Without the thing. Always wearing the dark shades. The eyes are the window to the soul. And the ears is connected directly to your heart. Whoever have your ears, have your heart. They're connected. Whoever have your ears, have your heart. And the eyes are the window to the soul. That's why they teach people when you're talking to somebody in the eye and it goes this way and that one, and if this one goes the way, that way, they line, and if that one goes down, and if they blink once and they blink twice, and the eyes are the window to the soul, is the window to the soul. So we're going to do, the recap of the Prime Minister. Just a quick one. But there have been some questions on social media regarding Melfred Nicholas. I saw people commenting about it. I saw Tajan Charles came out and did a live today about it. I was trying to download the live to share tonight, but I guess it's blocked or something. But in the live, it seemed to me like she was reading from something. Like, I'm a journalist, I know. I'm a person, like, if you have something in your hand and you're looking down and then you have to read the words and then you look up and then you look down and then you look up. Like she was reading something and then she was basically talking about individuals who might be saying negative things about the Honorable, well, candidate Milford Nicholas, because I think he's a candidate right now, on the ABLP, and people have been asking questions. Many things have been said on social media, but I've been following up on social media to see if I see an update or hear anything, and I see that Samantha Marshall posted a video about him, so I want to share a little bit of what he said.
Hello, Auntie again, Barbula. This is Melford Nicholas. I am really at the end of our campaign. I'm hot on the campaign trail, but I'm obliged to publish this short video. And surprisingly, it has to be that I have to give some sort of proof of life under the circumstances. For the past 3 days, my inbound phone calls have been inundated with calls asking from loved ones and friends and well-wishers and supporters of the Antigua-Barbuda Labour Party as to whether or not I had suffered a stroke and whether or not I had been incapacitated for the upcoming polls. I want to assure everyone that nothing could be further from the truth. I'm alive and well. I'm about doing my campaign. This morning I attended the last of the meetings with the candidates at the strategic level. This afternoon I'll be in the constituency doing my general walkthrough and drive-through. I'll be on the megaphone announcing the closing argument for the campaign. And this evening I want to take this opportunity for everyone who would be in the vicinity to join me and the rest of my campaign team at our basketball court for what some style as a meet and greet. We call it upon the block event. These are things that we have done before. We have had several block parties before, but I think now is an opportunity in the closing days of the campaign for those persons who may not have had an opportunity to meet me at the branch, who would not have met me while I was doing the various walkthroughs and the various canvassing, to meet me at the football field and the basketball court. We're in close proximity to each other. Let's have some drinks. Let's have a relaxing time, and you have an opportunity to interface and just pick me up on any issue that still remains outstanding. I am happy and delighted. I'm alive and well, and I just want to bring an end to this nefarious rumor. There's no truth to it. I am in good health. I have done my frequent annual medical examinations, and so I'm in good health, and there's nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. All right? Thank you, and much love and blessings.
All right, that's from Melford Nicholas, well, the Honorable Melford Nicholas, and we never want to wish ailments, we don't want to wish death on anyone. We never want anything or harm to come to anyone. Yeah, Psalms 37 says, fight against those who fight against me. Yeah, that is the word, but we never sit and pray. We never, speak death over anyone's life. And I'm happy that he came out and he did a video and he's showing that he's alive and well. He looks a bit tired. Well, it is a campaign trail. It's many hours. I'm tired just for my couple of hours. So we send him blessings. We send him good wishes. And for anyone out there too, that might be going through whatever they're going through, whether you're tired, whether you actually are going through some kind of ailment, whatever the challenge that you're going through, may God send somebody to look over you. May God send somebody sincerely to show up at the right time, because sometimes we're in spaces, thinking that we're in this situation all alone, and God is, like, God send help. But God is not going to come down and do it himself. He's going to depend on individuals like you and I that would have a conviction on our hearts, or somebody would come across our minds, and you say, hey, I think about this person, and you call and check on them, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, and it just happened to be timely. It's always timely. So I'm happy to see him, because I really was thinking, when I'm seeing all these things and reading it, I really was hoping that it wasn't so. And at no time at all, because remember, he has a family, he has people who love him, all these different individuals. I also heard about Sir Malwin Joseph, and I'm not sure if Sir Malwin Joseph is unwell. I didn't see a press statement for him too. And again, we're not wishing death on anyone. We don't. We want to send blessings. We want to send God to send favor, and to look after these individuals, and that the right people would be around them to support them, because no man is an island, and people need people. It's like when you're in a house and, we're big and strong and we talk and we have a heart talk, is that. But if somebody start having like a cough and like, my head hurt me, say, me, I like to wave the white flag and put it on arms and says, can I get you a cup of tea? Would you like some aspirin? Automatically, I don't know. I don't fight. I can't let my husband know that secret, because I think if he know that secret, they are solved. But my heart, so you know what I mean? Like, at no time at all. I don't want to see people hurting. I don't want to see people like in pain or uncomfortable, or it's not a feeling that's supposed to make you feel good. Like, oh yeah, good for you, feel good. Like, no, that's not of God. That's not of the Most High God. Yeah. So I have this thing, like I'm saying, like the example again I gave a couple of weeks ago was with Anne, and Anne and I fixed our stuff. No, I think it was Melena. I think, yes, it was Melena, when she came on the platform and said that she supported Paula and I. And I said, even for Melena, like, we have a little talk wherever happened at the post or whatever. And if I'm going anywhere and I see Melena needs some assistance or wherever, hello. I drop in my bag. I see something happening, especially if it's a man disrespecting me. Like, hello, we take off our shoes and I'll beat that down together. And then we finish, brush up. You go your way, go my way. Okay? So it's something that we need to be conscious of. And it's a servant heart that we need to be praying and asking God for at all times, Try it. I'm learning it, because I'm in this teaching mode, and the Most High God uses experiences and examples and real life teachings to get me to the place that He wants me to be. So He would use things and situations, whether it's to shape me, mold me, teach me, stop me, pause me, yeah, until I get it. And that's what God is. And I'm open to that, because I say, God, I'm a vessel. Use me. Use me at your will. But we're talking about using at will. That just happened to come out. Using at will. Listen to this.
Before the election, lending my full and unequivocal support to Lamin Newton in the All Saints East and St. Luke constituency. I believe that his representation will be solid. I believe it will focus on people and their needs, and I believe it is the right choice in 2026. So I'm encouraging all of All Saints East and St. Luke to go out on the 30th of April and to support Lamin Newton. God bless all of you. Before the election, lending my full and unequivocal support to Lamin Newton in the All Saints East and St. Luke
Tell
constituency.
Lamin, say that word.
I believe
Back up. There's a reaction live. We're not going to sit down here and say unequivocal support. Somebody tell Lamin, say that word. Unequivocal support. Why is my life freezing up? Yeah, see my life freezing up there. Somebody recorded. Go ahead, record. Unequivocal support. Eh? That's what she said? That's what she said. She giving Lamin? You know who that is? No, that person looks strange, man. That person looks strange. Huh? You recognize that person? Even the voice? Not the voice. Even the voice? You recognize it?
will be solid. I believe it will focus on people and their needs, and I believe it is the right choice in 2026. So I'm encouraging all of All Saints East and St. Luke to go out on the 30th of April and to support Lamin Newton. God bless all of you.
And you too, ma'am.
tested less than 0.1% of the population. Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you are a joker.
Boom.
Clown.
Boom. You are a what?
On a circus.
What?
Minute.
What? Wait, but Joanne, hold up. Joanne, you recognize that Lamin Newton will be a part of that cabinet should he win that seat of your unequivocal support. Who the bigger Papa Show? You're Papa Show yourself, Joanne. You've been Papa showing yourself. You've been Papa showing yourself since before the Papa Show of wanting the leadership, and then the Papa Show of starting your own party, and then the Papa Show of being a one woman, always wanting to lead, own everything, and then the whole thing with you and everybody just fall away. And right now, DNA is just the only DNA that's in your DNA, which is your body. Yeah, that's the only DNA flowing through. And that's orange, not orange. It's orange. John Messiah. What is that? What's that? John Messiah. You, John Messiah. Something wrong. Something is off about that. Everybody's allowed to change sides and blah, 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 blah. See me and Joanne all this time. You work with Gaston? 2 days before election, Tel Aviv. All this time, have you been working with the clown? The puppy show that you say, the puppy show.
Fix it and stop puppy showing.
Joanne, the question again. Come, Joanne. Come
When
again.
you've tested less than 0.1% of the population, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you are a joker. You are a clown. And you run a circus called a cabinet. And you need to fix it and stop pappy showing yourself. All your other ministers and them, a big pappy show, them be the majority of them. But you seem to be, you don't like nobody wearing a crown. You seem to want to wear the pappy show crown. So take it.
Take
a
it.
big pappy show. Y'all make me sick.
Take it. Will you add yourself to this whole list of sick matomok, Joanne? Because a bunch of traitors now, a bunch of traitors, like a bunch of sick matomok kind of people, a bunch of pappy show people, like Joanne recognize them because, hello, anytime you want to catch a thief, talk to a thief. Anytime you want to catch a thief, talk to a thief. Yeah? Anytime you want lawyer advice or legal advice, talk to a lawyer. Anytime you're trying to recognize a clown, talk to Joan Messiah. If you're trying to recognize a clown, a puppy show one, even in the levels of the crowns that they wear, today the 28th of April, 2 days before general elections, Joan finally shows herself as the clown, the orange one. Yeah? A puppy show. Joanne, something wrong. Something wrong in your DNA. Nothing really left. Nobody in there, we know that. But nothing really left in there. Eh? Joanne, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you're a clown. Yeah? Lamin is a clown. Tulak Cullen, clown. Donna Shire, clown. Lamin Shamin, clown. Dr. Philmer Benjamin, what is my name? Benjamin, clown. Mansour, clown. Help me there with the boy there with that had all the big fancy speech and would cuss Gaston to the teeth. In for the UPP, and he used to be the UPP or Damien, what Damani Tabor, you forget the name. Tabor, clown. Anthony Smith now get clown. He can wear traitor for life. The man should have a badge. His whole suit should be decorated traitor for life. Like, yeah, trademark that. But Papi Show, Poppy show. Are you, Joanne? Are you the Poppy show? And it takes a Poppy show to recognize another Poppy show. Like I said, it takes a thief to catch a thief. If you don't thief, you can't think like a thief. So you ain't gonna know how to do the thing like a thief. If you're a Poppy show, sick my stomach. If you're a Poppy show, like my girl Joanne here, with your one drain or your one vein of DNA, yeah? She one vein of she iron, she has 17, one vein. So Joanne, all the time you work with Gaston, Joanne, it have to be all the time. You've been working with Gassy Dread. So last election, Joanne, yeah? Come, let's talk this Poppy show that you had, Miss Poppy show, in the 2023 elections. A Poppy show, you Poppy show the people. Joanne, you sick my stomach. You Poppy show the people, Joanne. You Poppy show everybody. Bruce Goodwin, a Poppy show he. Malika Parker, you try for Poppy show she, but watch Malika. Watch the girl. So you have to go and you maybe you're trying for top that, but friend, you know, do it. Anything and anything aligned with Prime Minister Gaston Brown is not top. Okay? It's not the top. And you, Miss Pappy Show, you Pappy showing yourself. You've been Pappy showing yourself. And people said it. People said in 2023, you only put a whole slate together to injure, to damage, to cause harm to the UPP by taking votes from them. And some people said, no, man, Joanne won't do that. Joanne bad-minded so, and she not Poppy show herself like a that. That's what they said. But no, friend, 2026, the 28th of April, make man hand fall. Yeah? Because you went and joined the brown clown. There's a picture there, Joanne, with you and Prime Minister Gaston the Brown. All you hook up. Can I add it here? Can I add it here? Let me see if I can add it here. Watch a Pappy show. Huh? This is a Pappy show for you, Miss Pappy Show. Hold on. Let me see the Pappy show. Oh, I'm going to turn it over with a photo. Hold on. Joanna Gaston. I'm going to turn that one into a PDF. Give your teacher a minute. Make me show you Miss Pappy Show. Let's play the Pappy Show girl. Eh? Silly girl.
When you've tested less than 0.1% of the population, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you are a joker. You are a clown. And you run a circus called a cabinet. And you need to fix it and stop pappy showing yourself. All your other ministers and them a big pappy show, them be the majority of them. But you seem to be, you don't like nobody wearing a crown. You seem to want to wear the pappy show crown. So take it. You're a big pappy show.
Take it back, Joanne.
Sick.
Joanne, you take it back. Take it back. Like you take back the crown and wear it proud. Joanne Messiah, educated woman, educated lawyer, firebrand when it comes to the laws and the laws of Antigua and Barbuda. And Mom, Miss Pappy Show, because we can't call you Mom, Miss Pappy. You Miss Pappy. Miss Pappy, Joanne, Miss Pappy. You've been on the radio. You've been in the newspaper. You've been educating, yeah, everybody, Miss Pappy, about laws of government. And even Miss Pappy Show, when you put out your Pappy Show manifesto, remember that? You remember? You did Pappy showing yourself then too? When you did going around to everybody and 3 people come to your campaign or whatever, and you sit down on your mic and whatever, and you put, hey, how Chanel feel? Is Chanel a part of the Pappy Show too? Because Chanel put in work now in it for you, DNA. Not the party, your vein. Because of one party, one vein. I'm just saying. You ain't had much people. Pappy Show. So you put together, 17 candidates for each constituency. You been Pappy showing yourself. So you were like Pappy showing to the people, presenting a third party on behalf of Prime Minister Gaston Brown? Miss Pappy Show? Is that how we go? Help somebody understand. And then all this time, you've been in the brown clown, Miss Pappy Show? You've been up all the way? I gotta convert the picture so I can show the people the picture. You're all up on the Gaston armpit. Like you want to take down out of your position. But anyway, you have two stinky pits. One. Take that. Left or right, Miss Stinky? Left or right? Pappy shows. Pappy shows. Yeah, girl, you're sick my stomach. You say so.
Before the election, lending my full and unequivocal support
Oi,
to Lamin Newton
sweet
in
me.
the All Saints East and St. Luke
What is
constituency.
this?
I believe that his representation will be solid. I believe it will focus on people and their needs. And I believe it is the right choice in 2026. So I'm encouraging all the All Saints East and St. Luke to go out on the 30th of April and to support Lamin Newton. God bless all of you.
And you too, Miss Pappy Show. You too, Miss Pappy Show. All right, class. Me want you see she. Me want you see Miss Pappy Show all the way in the Gaston Brown armpit. Miss Pappy Show say, yo, check me out. Watch your girl. Watch Miss Pappy Show. Where do I put her? Where are you, Miss Pappy Show? It's uploading. Watch that. Check my girl out. Miss Pappy Show. I say a girl Pappy Show. That's a Pappy Show. Eh? That's the biggest Pappy Show you can ever Pappy Show anybody when you're Pappy showing yourself in a Pappy Show like a Gaston Brown kind of show. Gassy Dread, Pappy Show. Joanne Messiah, Pappy Show. All you go together. All you two go together. Watch that move there. What a girl. This was supposed to be the third party that Antigua and Barbuda was supposed to get. Yeah, remember? The third party. You remember her? Who remember her? I've put on like a Jamaican accent. Who remember the girl that says she could start an old third party by herself? Who remember that girl went real hard against Lovell and the UBP? Who remember say that the girl said that she not even put the votes together and have no kind of coalition party for take down Gaston? What the girl meant by that? Hello, girl. What's been going on behind the scenes? Miss Joanne Messiah, we can ask these questions. Wagwan, how you doing, Miss Pappy Show? Watch your Pappy Show yourself. The Renaissance. Joanne, the Renaissance. Joanne Messiah, ma'am, the Renaissance. You know, I really have to give thanks to the blessing to be able to upgrade my StreamYard. Look, I was able to just convert the thing and do the thing, and then boom, watch it on the screen. Eh? Renaissance. Yes, she's a part of the Renaissance. But here when Joanne chose to join the Renaissance, Joanne chose to join the Renaissance when the Pappy Show, that you see, the Pappy Show have big Alpha Nero, Southern Aguan, internationally. And Joanne, the girl joined the bandwagon, however you say it, now. Or she been all a while. You know what it could have been? Prime Minister Gaston Brown say, it could have been, eh? I'm gonna say so. It could have been. Everybody that got a little something, all you better show up. Show up, yeah? Come out and show your support. All you endorse, all you make posts, all you let people know, because remember he says that, right? Remember he says you got to push the party. Remember he says you got to fight. Remember he says you got to make yourself present, yeah? Watch your Pappy Show this. Somebody screenshot that and send that to the Pappy Show, Joanne. Hey, girl. Joanne, seriously? I bet you to go back to the UPP. Joanne, I bet you just swallow your pride. Pull up your big girl drawers. Joanne. You could have pulled up them panties. Pull up your jaws, you know what I mean? Square up your shoulders and let the prodigal daughter come home. You should have come home, Joanne. Not by my yard, by your pee. You should have go home, Joanne. Eh? You go a Gaston yard, Joanne. You do like Anthony Smith and then go Gaston yard, Joanne. Cause look you, watch you. You're going to Gaston camp, Joanne. You're end us Lamin Newton, Joanne. Everybody entitled to decide and they put up it. Well, we get that. You different. You know why you different, Joanne? Cause you miss Pappy Show. You're the top of the Pappy Showest of the Pappy Showing. Because it's disrespectful to the people. It's like, you know what? But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You know why it's okay? 2026 has been the year for all the fake to fall away. Y'all notice? 2026 has been the year for everything that is in the dark to come to light. 2026, so far, 2026, 2025 has been the year that the things that need to be revealed is revealed. The things that, need to be uncovered is uncovered. The people that you need to see them for themselves, you'll see them. It is good. We have 2 more days. Anybody else want to align themselves with the Pappy Show and the Brown Clown and his team? I'll do so now. 24 and 24 is 48. So that's what? 24 and 24, what? Yeah, 2 days. 48 hours. Tick, 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 tick. Boom. How you think God play? You think God play? Listen, the ship is going to sink with all the Judases, all the traitor. Like everybody gonna feed on everybody. Everybody gonna go in one little spot and cause confusion because, hello, everybody want leadership. Wait, let me rephrase that. Everybody want leadership when it comes to the clown. Yeah? Everybody want a part of that. Joanne, what you want? Because I'm offended. You know why I'm offended? I thought you had on. Let me rephrase that. I thought you had your head on, Joanne. I'm offended because you're an educated woman, like they say. Yeah? You're supposed to be an educated woman. Woman. Standing for integrity, honesty, standing for transparency and accountability. And Joanne, you see how Gaston treat we like dog. Joanne, you see how Gaston take the arm of government and wheel and swing and this and that and do he whole kung fu, Joanne. He whole kung fu. And who could better understand that, your girl, than you? Huh? Who could understand it better than you? And you served in government, in parliament. You sit down in there. You had all the policies. You see how the thing go and you talk done, ton. That it's not what it's supposed to be. You highlight all the inaccuracies and all the alleged corruption and all the brokenness of the system. Yeah? And Gaston Brown being a clown. Things change. That was the past. Yeah? Bread is bread. When you beg, bread is bread. So that was in the past. Yeah? But when you're begging, you have to take bread. You have to beg. Yeah? That's foolishness. It's foolishness to see you, Joanne, doing this. So what happened? What is the reason? You get one job, you need some cash. I don't know, I'm asking a question. You know the usual of somebody getting 6 shillings, somebody get like a subnal, somebody get a 3 point whatever. I don't know, Joanne. But instead of making Lamin get a seat, you're gonna cause Lamin to lose the seat. Because you know no credibility, Joanne. I saw a comment where it says the whole of DNA is behind Lamin. Joanne, is just you or DNA. When somebody say the whole of DNA behind Lamin, or the whole of Jamil, it's the whole of Joanne. Because Joanne is the DNA and the DNA is Joanne. There isn't a DNA constituent of any other constituency, like, like it's just Joanne. Just she. And she Papi show himself. Huh? Yeah. Enough of that. And Joanne. Now, let's do this one little quickly. Prime Minister Gaston Brown this morning. I never hear boy voices shake, so. Me never know world boss scared. If you read my post, SKURRRRD, we're going to add that one to the education of the Sippers platform. The man scared. Who made that word? Himself.
Issues
Scared.
arising from the conflict there. And again, you need that kind of stability, and that is what the Labour Party brings. That is what the Gaston Brown administration brings to the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Continued stability, continued progress, continued development, more opportunities for housing, for car ownership, for entrepreneurship, for let's say asset ownership, as we make all of these beautiful properties available at a concessional rate, land at a concessional rate, plus concessions and the building material, the furnishing, fixtures, etc. for these Airbnb properties, because again, we're trying to broaden ownership. We want Antiguans and Barbudans to own a significant amount of assets, because ownership is empowerment. That is our commitment to the people of Antigua and Barbuda. And I say to the people that you owe it to yourselves to choose the best team to govern this country. And if the UPP can't govern itself, how is it going to govern the country?
Prime Minister, I would have loved to have perhaps had one more question. We're literally out of time, but just 30 seconds if you want, if you can, please. The matter of corporate governance of...
Wait, first of all, you count 30 seconds. You heard what Burford said. Now let's count the 30 seconds.
On this, if you were to retain the reins of government come April 30, would you give thought?
And another thing too, in this interview this morning, every time Burford said, if you were to retain government, I think Prime Minister Gaston Brown was just uncomfortable in his seat. If you were to retain government, like what would he say even that? Like, if you were to don't, because remember, this is the individual who said on his radio program, if the UPP should win, which is highly unlikely. I can quote him because I have it, I clip it, I have it. If the UPP should win, which is highly unlikely. So why you scared, sir? Why you scared? Why you nervous? You call the snap election. You have everything. You have all your ducks in a row. You you have everything sorted. Why you scared? Listen to his voice, man.
A kind of mechanism such as a contractor general to ensure that there is greater value for the finances that are expended, for example, on projects, on contracts that issue?
Look, we are committed to continue to govern and strengthen the governance of government's procurement and contracting. And I don't think our people understand that I am totally committed to good governance, to accountability and transparency. It's not a coincidence that every Saturday...
First of all, did you hear the question that was asked? Let's go back to the question. Come, let's go back to the question. Because you need to hear the question.
And I say to the people that you owe it to yourselves to choose the best team to govern this country. And if the UPP can't govern itself, how is it going to govern the country?
Prime Minister, I would have loved to have perhaps had one more question. We're literally out of time, but just 30 seconds if you want, if you can, please. The matter of corporate governance, a very brief matter on this. If you were to retain the reins of government come April 30, would you give thought to possibly a kind of mechanism such as a contractor general to ensure that there is greater value for the finances that are expended, for example, on projects, on contracts that issue?
Look, we are committed to continue to govern and strengthen the governance of government's procurement and contracting. And I don't think our people understand that I am totally committed to good governance, to accountability and transparency. It's not a coincidence that every Saturday that I'm on island, I go on Point FM and account to the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Anyone can call in on that program and ask me any question and any issue, even about my own personal conduct. One of the things that I would have done early in our term, in our first term, was to recommend it to the cabinet, which they adopted, that the Prime Minister should not be involved directly in any form of procurement, or even indirectly for that matter, procurement or contracting, to stay above the fray so that I can hold my colleagues accountable. And even the current Minister of Housing and Roads cannot procure either because she's part of my household. Because you see, if at all a Prime Minister gets involved in any form of corrupt activities, you cannot hold your other ministers accountable because you're equally vulnerable. And if you notice, with all of the claims that have been made about corruption and self-enrichment, not one scintilla of evidence can be provided to show that I have corruptly gotten any assets to the detriment of the government and people of Antigua and Barbuda. In fact, we do not, personally, I'm not involved in any government contracting directly or indirectly.
All right, let's address that here, right now. Let me add this to the stage. Let me add this to the classroom. Classroom, what is this? Come, class, what is this? This is a court filing that was filed on the 25th of April, 2026. That's Saturday. The UPP didn't file it. I didn't file it. Yulia and her lawyers filed it. This is an exhibit filed in the court. It's a filing. It's not a verdict. It's a filing. It has Prime Minister Gaston Brown's name on it. That clip I just played, that we're playing, is an interview from this morning. This morning, April 28th, 2026, sorry. This document, filed in the U.S. courts on Saturday, 25th of April, 2026. What does it say? It says, "Dear all, after an intense 4 days of negotiations with the Prime Minister and the client, we have finally agreed on a price. Exhausting watching this unfold, but we got there. Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you haven't responded to this. You haven't responded to this. You haven't responded to this. Like, you have not responded to this. Free Press 268 emailed you. I emailed Maurice Marchant, and I also emailed Mr. Lionel Hurst. And you said no scintilla. Man, that's your big word. No scintilla of evidence. This is an exhibit presented to the U.S. courts. This is an email. If we can go a little bit into the depths of the email. This is an email that was sent on the 3rd of July, 2024 from the guy, Richard Higgins. He sent it to multiple people stating, "Dear all," I can go through the email thread. Exhibit 1, entered into the U.S. court. Look at the dates up here. It's in the U.S. courts. We're 2 days before an election. How is this propaganda? How can this be misinformation? This must be addressed. Like you have a responsibility, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, to come to the people and respond and answer this. Not the response that you give, that generic UPP defamation, propaganda, disregard. That's not what we're looking for. That's irrelevant. It's irrelevant, especially for your renaissance. Okay? Irrelevant, sir. We're not accusing you of anything. Nobody's saying you're guilty. I'm not saying that you're guilty. We're not saying that you're guilty. But questions are being asked. There's a document here filed in the court regarding you, Prime Minister Gaston Brown of Antigua Barbuda. And according to the date 2024, you were the Prime Minister then, not an incumbent. You were the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. So you should be suing this guy, Richard Higgins. And that you for do. Sue Richard Higgins for lying on you. How could he send an email to these people saying that the Prime Minister has been involved in 4 days of intense negotiations with the client? You know, the client, the guy that bought that bought the yacht? No. Prime Minister sue Richard Higgins, man. The man wants to defame you. 2 days before the general elections, he wants to defame you. What can go, sir? He's saying here to the people, dear all, count the amount of people that he sent this email to, Prime Minister Gaston Brown. And the subject says, Alphanero Confidential, Prime Minister Gaston Brown. And you're the Prime Minister for Antigua and Barbuda. You're the Prime Minister around this time. So, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, if this exhibit, Exhibit 1, that was presented to the court on the 25th of April 2026, that's Saturday. Today is Tuesday. If this is inaccurate and Richard lying on you, as in Richard Higgins is lying on you, defamation, he wants to, it's propaganda, you should sue him. Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you should sue Richard Higgins if he lie on you. He put your name in a document that gone all the way to the courts, Prime Minister. Prime Minister, how Washington Bramble say it? Prime Minister, you should sue Richard Higgins because he put your name in an email saying that you had 4 days of intense negotiation with the client for Alphanero. And here you this morning. Wait.
Again, I've always invested to the detriment of the government, people of Antigua and Barbuda, and one scintilla of evidence can be provided in any form of corrupt activities. As you see, if at all a Prime Minister gets involved in any form of corrupt activities, you cannot hold your other ministers accountable because you're equally vulnerable. And if you notice, with all of the claims that have been made about corruption and self-enrichment, not one scintilla of evidence can be provided to show that I have corruptly gotten any assets to the detriment of the government, people of Antigua and Barbuda. In fact, we do not, personally, I'm not involved in any government contracting directly or indirectly. And again, I've always invested. I've been investing now for, nearly 40 years. People do not recognize that I have been quite a significant investor in this country for nearly 40 years, investing in homes, in cars. You know, I was 20 years of age. I had a car company in this country, you know.
30 years.
20 years of age.
You said 30 or 20?
When I was 20 years of age, working at the Swiss American Banking Group, I was one of the most significant shareholders in a car company that had a Subaru dealership. Myself, Steve Joseph, and Top Rankin and Old Palm Road. So I've been investing for decades. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't waste my money. And I live a very humble and simple life. So I want to know all the money that I make, was supposed to go in a crab hole or something. So I must have money because I've invested. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't know people things, yeah? So when you hear they say that I steal, tell them bring the evidence. The last one that they brought to the fore was Alphanero. And I noticed they tried to rehash it again. That's a settled issue, you know. How many politicians anywhere in the world could stand up to the kind of public scrutiny in which the UPP members, they colluded with the Russian woman there with the Alphanero board, took myself, my son, my wife, all our companies that we're engaged in, they took us to a U.S. court. They got a decision.
You hear that though? You're missing that drop. You missed that drop. I need that as a drop on this platform. All our companies, chicka, 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 all our companies, all our companies, chicka, 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 all our companies, all our chick, all our chick, all our chick, all our companies. The Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, in 12 years, all of our companies, chicka, 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 chick, all of our companies. How much companies? How much businesses? How much? Huh? Okay.
Trace every single transaction for the last 6 years, and they didn't come up with a scintilla of evidence. In fact, the few transactions that they got, not of any consequence, because I made them public on Point FM, they had to destroy them. The judge said to them that they are on a fishing expedition, that based on information that was garnered, there was no evidence of any corruption, And I feel a sense of vindication. But you see, when you have a campaign that is based on lies and misinformation, disinformation, it can't sustain itself. And I think what has happened in this upcoming general elections, people are making a decision based on, the reliability of people's words and the fact, too, that they know that I stand on the truth. I've never deceived the people of Antigua and Barbuda. And I think that the opposition in particular, who continue to promote a bag of lies, that people have recognized them for who they are, that they're just a ton of noise makers who continue to spread misinformation, disinformation, and they have lost credibility among the people. So again, I just want to finally say to the people of Antigua and Barbuda, a special thank you for the confidence and trust that you repose in me. All of the polls that were done in this country, in every
Prime Minister Gaston Brown, I think you said you repose in me. I don't know what you meant there. Slurred words. Like, let's listen to the whole. Let's listen. Come.
including Austin Seasons and St. Luke. That should be a bastion. Every single constituency, including Austin Seasons and St. Luke. That should be a bastion for the UPP. Would have demonstrated that I am the favorite person to run this country. Far more popular than Harold Lovell and Jamal Pringle. In fact, I'm literally beating them by a factor of 7-1. And I feel a sense of gratitude to the people of Antigua and Barbuda for that level of confidence and trust. And I want them to know that myself and my team, that we will continue to work unrelentingly. In fact, I can tell you this much, there will be even a strengthened commitment.
What is that? I can tell this much. What's that? What you have a list down like, oh, I need to get some sleep. But tell me quickly before we go. I can tell you this much. Not I can tell you this much. I can tell you this much. I can tell you this much. What are you trying to say?
Of Antigua and Barbuda. And I say to Antigua and Barbuda team that we will continue to work unrelentingly. In fact, due to the people of Antigua and Barbuda for that level of confidence and trust. And I want them to know that myself and my team, that we will continue to work unrelentingly. In fact, I can tell you this much, there will be even a strengthened commitment to empower the people of Antigua and Barbuda. And I say to Antiguans and Barbudans that the best days of this country are yet to come. Keep it locked with Gaston Brown and Team Labour. Vote Labour. Vote for the ABLP candidates at the upcoming polls on April 30th.
You better do it. And if we don't, what? I can tell you this much. Who's going to be the one stuttering, missing words, slurred words? I can tell you this much. I think you did say, Pringle, let me quote you. You say, Pringle can't even put two sentences together. Something like that. Quote unquote. Paraphrasing, everything added to it. I can tell you this much. What is that? You don't even get nothing yet, and you're like, let me go to sleep. Joker. You're a joker. That's what Joanne said. Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you're a joker. Let me let Joanne tell you. She said best. She said best. She knows what she talk about.
You've tested less than 0.1% of the population. Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you are a joker. You are a clown. And you run a circus called a cabinet. And you need to fix it and stop pappy showing yourself. All your other ministers and them a big pappy show, them be the majority of them. But you seem to be, you don't like nobody wearing a crown. You seem to want to wear the pappy show crown. So take it. You're a big pappy show. Y'all make me sick.
Joanne said it best, although Joanne endorsed Lamin Newton. The whole of Joanne. The whole of Joanne. I just want Joanne, don't worry. I'm not scared by that. But she, on the pappy show train. Yeah? She's in the clown brown town. Or the brown clown town. I don't know. But Joanne is there. All orange in her veins. Yeah, pappy show yourself. You're pappy showing yourself. everybody know what the thing go, how the thing go. And you know what's good? It's good that you're scared. It's good. You're scared. It's very good. If I was Pringle, I would have up the ante some more, like turn up the thing some more, like turn it up hot, hot, hot. Bars. Me not call you boss. Bars. I would have turned it up hot, 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 hot. A Black Panther, the man name now. I want to jerk it up. Hello? A Black Panther, the man name. Scared, you're scared. You are so scared of the Black Panther. What? Wow. That's cute. And that's sweet me. Eh? And that's sweet me. Hearing you are nervous. You nervous, boy. Your boy nervous. Your boy you beg for job. Eh? I beg you beg work. You beg work. That's what they say. Once you're red, you beg. Red is beg. I beg you beggar away right now. Watch you. I can tell you this much. Since when you have a list or a lisp, they say a list down. Since I can tell you this much. I can tell you this much. Springer could never beat me one day in his life. I tell you right. I need to go to my bed because Gaston Brown, you're a clown. Minister so. A Joanne, eh? You're Papi show yourself. A Joanne says so. But boy, what? Look how you're nervous, eh? Who can nervous so? How man can just nervous and the man called the fight? Yeah, the Prime Minister called the fight with all the big chest and say, hey, snap election, all my ducks in a row. I remember weeks ago saying to you, yeah, you, Prime Minister Gaston Brown. I remember saying to you a couple of weeks ago, you have all your ducks in a row. You don't have the thing all planned out, but you don't even know what God planned to do. You didn't consider God. You ain't consider God. You resolved Parliament on the 1st of April, where you try to tell the world and the nation, Antigua and Barbuda Parliament and the laws and the affairs of Antigua and Barbuda is puppy showing business, puppet business, yeah? All fools kind of a fool you kind of thing. And then when I saw it on the 1st of April, I'm like, ain't nobody no fool. We're not fools. And then we had the Passover on that same day. And we prayed, we had our scriptures, we just, trust in God. And we said, God, send a David. Everybody a couple of weeks ago, oh, UPP can't get it together in UPP and their leadership in UPP. Hello. The same UPP, that weak, that don't have a proper leadership, that have confusion in the camp, that not ready yet for lead, that don't have no posture, then I had no money, then I had this and then I had that. Friend, you have all that. And this morning you had 158 views on your live, on your interview, on ABS television. Let me show you how bad it is, Prime Minister Gaston Brown. It's bad. I was disgusted. It's bad. Hey, how bad it is. When you was live this morning, 158 view, and I make up the 58, not the 158, that was 157. And tonight, I tune into the ABS evening news. Boss, 300 and something on the live. 300, yeah, 300 and some people on the ABS live during tonight's evening broadcast. But you, the world boss, Gussie Dread, you control the stage, you control the whole of the studio there. Everybody just say, Gussie Dread, hey, all hail Gussie Dread. Fire upon that. I don't worship man, I worship God. But, friend, here we are. 2 days before the elections, and you nervous. You're nervous, and it's good. It's good. Let me see if Pringle will have up his sleeves for tomorrow. One day before the elections. But not only Pringle. Let me see what God have up the sleeves. Let's see what God have up the sleeves, like ready, ready, ready for us. Because, yeah, I'm looking for it. Because we need answers. This has been filed in a U.S. court on the 25th of April, 2026. Prime Minister Gaston Brown, this you need to respond to. This here, right here. You need to sue the boy Richard Higgins if it's not true. You need to sue his pants off. If he is sending an email like this, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, to so many people and saying that because you're the only Prime Minister since 2014, yeah, you've been the Prime Minister. So the guy is saying here, dear all, after an intense 4 days of negotiation with the Prime Minister and the client, we have finally agreed on a price. I think that's negotiations, isn't it? I think that's you involved or whoever involved. It says here, Prime Minister, the 4 days negotiations. So the negotiations took place, did it? And what y'all talk about? Can you tell the public? Like, can you give an account to the public before we go to the polls, not after? Because we know that right now, because you're Prime Minister, the fees for every single court filing on your part, on the government part, come out to the government coffers. Taxpayers' money paying it. So if the people choose to reject you and your Brown dynasty, let me take this off the screen. I want you to see my face. I want you to look me square in my eyeball. Come on. Nobody's scared. 2 days to go. 2 days to go. We're doing it. God doing it. The Most High God doing it for Chantel Crump. The Most High God doing it for Kezia James. The Most High God doing it for Kelsey Kane. The Most High God doing it for Vondi Bowers. The Most High God doing it for Arden David, that's still missing. The Most High God is doing it for Donna Marie Christian. The Most High God is doing it for Nigel Christian. The Most High God is just doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. So be scared. Yeah, boy. Real scared. Because the blood of the hands of the innocent have been crying out from the ground, crying out from the seas and the beaches, because these girls have been found on the beach, crying out, and you diff to God's word, you diff to God's direction. It's either you diff daft and don't have an understanding, but you just choose to be an idiot, boy. You choose to be stubborn like a mule. Yeah? You want your mind and heart to stay hard. You sit down and you repeat the things that you repeat because you're convinced in yourself. If I say it enough, as many times to myself, I will believe it. Now start saying to yourself, I should retire. Yeah? Start saying to yourself, I need a break. I need a vacation. Yeah? Pharaoh, let God's people go. Pharaoh, let God's people go. Pharaoh, hello. We don't put the blood of the lamb over our doorpost. Because you see on the 30th, when God sent through the angel of death, are covered. House covered, family covered, business covered, life covered, destiny covered, because we were obedient. But Pharaoh let God's people go. Yeah. I like you being nervous. I felt good. I ain't even Pringle and I felt good. Yeah? It's good. It's if I have them. It's if I have people. It's if I make people uncomfortable, man. It's to catch them off guard. It's to they always think that the plan already plan out and the thing done that and, it's together. It's sorted. That's how they like to believe. It is sorted. You didn't sound certain. No, you sounded scared. And we're going to leave the live right there tonight because you're scared. Yeah, super, 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 super scared. My boy, sorry for you. I'm sorry for you, but you're nervous. Last election was 6 votes you lost by. You could have taken all the traitors out of the UPP. Yeah, a traitor camp you have. You have all the traitors around you. So you have Donna Marie, you have Donna Shire, you have like traitor 1, traitor 2, you have them in levels 2 and stages, like mini traitor, mini Judas, baby Judas, mini backbiter, baby backbiter, mini backstabber, baby, you have them in layers. Yeah? Because it's a venomous space to be in. Everybody wanna feed on everybody. Just a little piece. Just a little taste. Just give me a little bit. Just wet me mouth or shut me up, buy me out. Buy me out. But they don't want nobody to be saying that I should spread them out. They don't want that, but buy me out. Buy me mouth, buy me out. So I can shut my mouth. But I don't let nobody know that I said what? Finish your sentence. Finish your sentence. Finish your sentence. Come on. Please. I'm a wrap tonight. But I'm going to bed saying like, I saw easy man I get throw off the crease. I saw easy man I get nervous. I was quite pleased today. And you don't get nothing yet. You don't start get blows. Hey, all them people that was in the UPP and they have on a red shirt now and they're representing you and supporting your party, nobody should vote for them. Only vote for the original UPP. May the original UPP stand up. Somebody say it. May the original UPP stand up because tomorrow you can't get distracted. You can't get confused. If you go blue, you're blue. If you go in red, you're red. You can't go blue or red and blue because that's the color we have in this particular election. In this election, you got blue and you got red and blue. Prime Minister trying to be Spider-Man. Yeah? Steal, clean up, clean, clarify, allegedly. The man like Sunama? Oh, what is this? Climb up with the tech. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take your stuff because you don't know how to use it. I'm going to take your stuff because you don't know how to use it. You don't have wisdom to use it. You don't have wisdom to use the people. I have the wisdom to have all the traitors and the snakes and the backbiters around me because I'm a snake. I'm a backbiter. God forbid, not me. Are you me talk about me? Not take that word for myself. Take that. Take that back. Take that. That's for you. That's for you. So, traitor recognize traitor. Backbiter recognize backbiter. Man that sell out before or after getting spread out. I'm going to just say, them know. Yeah? They can recognize. Sellout represents sellout. Recognize sellout. You want to catch a thief? Talk to a thief. I said it's something set up. When they're trying to catch a thief, they use another thief. You don't know that's how the police work? You have to have the thinking and the mindset like them. When you think and you operate in that spirit, they recognize each other. They are drawn to each other. Like flies to light. They are drawn. That's the kind of thing that make them feel good. The pain, the hunger, the everything make them feel good. So they're drawn to that. God don't represent that. So when you go to vote, I give it like a vote for Nikki. That's what I say. All you hear they say how I'm living in London. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna live all the way here. I'm gonna have no steak in Antigua. I'm gonna have no steak, beef steak, pork steak, any kind of steak. So they say. Huh? I do like a vote for Nikki. I do like a vote for understand that, yeah, eyes open. As sleeping giants, so that you hold the power. Don't go in to those booths and choose a traitor. Anybody that have two tone, two color. No. It's either you red or you blue. They like to say it's either you're in or you're out. You cannot have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. It don't work like that. You can't even stand properly. It's exposing. It is. Try to stand like that. Hurt your legs. Like, try to stand like that. So when we go to the election, I don't know the kind of wisdom and, like strategic campaigning kind of playbook the prime minister got from whoever that said to him, it's a wise idea. It's a wise idea to have at least 5 or 6 of the UPP, former UPP people on your slate. And some of those people didn't even leave UPP 3 months, 6 months. No, not so long. And somebody told him it's a wise idea. It's a wise idea to bring people from the UPP so that when you go to the polls, the people from the UPP are going to vote for your red people. That makes sense? That makes sense? It might be catching a few people off guard, like in the conversations and in how people are operating and blah, 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 support party, whatever. But that makes sense? No. No. So we like you being scared. Be a little bit more scared. Huh? You have no confidence in your talk this morning. This morning you sound like nervous. Yeah, boy, you're nervous. Hello? Have you seen Lion King? I'm going to wrap up with this. If you've seen Lion King, they had the hyenas. Let me walk you through this. I love Lion King. I see Lion King over and over and over and over and over. When I had Jen and Junior, they're very small. I show them Lion King. Oh, I just turned, 4 Lion King in it. Like, love Lion King. Anyway, in Lion King, there is a part where the father is saying to Simba, stay out of Pride Rock. Pride Rock is where Scar lives, his brother, who is the evil one. And Scar has control over Pride Rock. That is just all the hyenas and all the bad people. Yeah, like the bad lions and everything over there. So Simba, do not go over there. Simba look herself say, you know what, me strong, me had the will, I can do it. I can defend myself. He tell Nala, let's go and check it out. And he and Nala, and they went. Found themselves deep in Pride Rock. You don't know what Lion King? Too bad, go watch it. Deep in Pride Rock. And then they were surrounded by hyenas. And the lion, Simba, baby Simba, he was big in heart, but small in size. And he thought that he could roar like his daddy. Yeah? And he said, what happened? The hyena laughed. And the hyena laughed. And one of the hyenas, that was Whoopi Goldberg, says, do it again, do it again. And somebody said, Mufasa, ooh. Mufasa said that. Do it again, do it again. You know why Nikki telling you that? All Prime Minister hearing is Black Panther. And my boy, Black Panther. Ooh. Black Panther. Ooh. He didn't do nothing yet. Jamal, not do nothing yet. But you nervous. You scared. You should be. You should be. Hey, you should be. All that chat you chat. All that big braggadocious. I got this locked in the bag. Highly unlikely. 17. Clean sweep. And boom, 158 views on the most important. Now you're a candidate on ABS. Man, Shuggy had more views than you. Hey, Shuggy had more views than you. Every other person had more views than you on ABS. Know your candidate. Everybody wake up this morning and said, nope, I don't want to know that. I guess because you had 158 views. Leave them something for Nikki, man. And me have 125 and them kind of numbers come for me live. Look, 21 people on the live. 21 people and you and me in the same league. What can go, sir? What can go, sir? Pringle. Black Panther. I need to go and sleep. 158 views, boss. When you on Point FM, Saturday after Saturday, 500 views, 300 views, 450 views, 460 views, views. And boom, 2 days before the election. Yeah, by nobody want to see you. Everybody reading your documents. Everybody woke up this morning to a cup of tea and say, yo, let's dig into this. Exhibit 1, Exhibit 2, Exhibit 3, Exhibit 4, Exhibit 5, Exhibit 6. Class, there are 12 exhibits presented to the court. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So this morning, nobody want to hear you. Nobody want to hear you. You know everybody interested in? Reading. Because they used to say Antigua is not a reading public. But boss, this morning, while you have 158, including Nikki now, because without me is 157, and numbers count. 1 vote make plenty for you. You almost lost by 6. Numbers matter. Numbers matter. So 2 days before the elections, 2 days, snap election. Are you the world boss? Are you the gassy dread? Are you a gassy dread? Man, and you never hit 60, 160 views. You never even hit 175. Yo, the boy that you said degenerate can be half naked, punny toilet, start it live, and the man done hit 200, boom, and you never reach that. You're not a world boss. You're not a popularity. It's a fake. It is fake. You're not a popularity. Know your candidate. No. Know about your candidate. Yes, let me read the Alpha Nero files. Hello. That's how your people were this morning. That's how your people were this morning. Know your candidate. No, I want to know more about the Alpha Nero files. I want to know about after 4 days of intense negotiations with the Prime Minister. But the man said, after 4 days, know your candidate. No, I don't want to know my candidate. I want to know about my candidate. Yes. Pringle. Pringle. How you so? Mufasa. Boy, go sleep. You need the rest. Yeah? It's been 12 years a slave. One go rest. 12 years. I done the slave shit, not slave ship. 12 years I in this. 12 years of you and your pompous pop. You hear Joanne say, Pappy showing and your clown and everything and your cabinet. 12 years of that. Every dog, every day. Not for you today. But every dog, every day. Not you today. Hello. You scared. It's not your day today. Leave that for Pringle. Not your turn. You've had a chance. Back up, wait. You've had a chance, 2014. You've had a chance, 2018. You've had a chance, 2023. I don't want to do it 5 times. 2014, 2018, or the before, 2014, 2018, 2023. I don't want it 4 times. I don't want that. Well, I didn't say that. Your views did. I didn't say that. Your biggest supporter, Donna Shire, that is be all the way up in your armpit, in your face, Donna Shire, all the way up in there. And Donna Shire, all the way up in there, and correct you and add and this and that and whatever. Donna Shire this morning, she didn't want to know her candidate. She wanted to know about her candidate. Yeah? Donna all the way up in the Sea View farm this morning, bright and early, with your cup of bush tea. You know, she have farm, man. She could pick 2 soursop leaf, or some neem bush. When I used to live in Willikies, I had neem bush, you know. I miss that. I'm a soursop. I used to just go pick 2 soursop, put in the hot water, go outside by the back on by my garden there and sit down and nice sun. Oh. And that Donna did this morning. But Donna, they had you punch your mind. Well, she did. Hello. She wanted to know more about you. People want to know the things that you're not saying. People want to hear what you're not saying. People want to read what you don't want us to read. Everybody will read. Everybody will read your businessman. Hey, everybody will read. People will read the documents. And if nobody started reading the documents yet, I go read it. Read it. Antiques will read in public. Read exhibit 1, 2, wherever. Hello, skillful negotiator. Another question for a rapid live. The government surveyor surveyed according to the evidence presented to court. Not Nikki's words. The government surveyor surveyed the Alpha Nero for between 60 million to 105 million. And you, the skillful negotiator, hello, he used the word the right way, negotiator. That's what he say? Negotiator. I'll negotiate. Yeah, negotiate. Because if he didn't negotiate, hello, we would have been in the 60s, 70s, somewhere around there for the boat. But he negotiates. He in cute, pompous words, nice polished suit, and the man can't even sell ice to an Eskimo. The Eskimo sold him the ice. Take the ice box and the pitcher. For 2 little cube of ice. Take everything from the man. But hold on, there's a pattern. He was duped 3 times. There's a pattern in this thing. Hold on, he's more skillful. Yeah, skillful negotiations between him and Ron Sanders, but still, word on the ground, because he never took a plane since the word came to the ground. Word on the ground that his visa has been revoked. It is word on the ground. He hasn't put out a statement other than saying about propaganda and whatever. And me, Nikki, in my connections, reached out to whoever I connected to, and I tell the person, I even send in the press statement, the person said, tell him, I dare him to get on a plane. So tell me, Gassy Dread, this is the first election. No government minister left the country. The diaspora not important. And I mean nothing to you. Nobody in the UK is important to you. Nobody in the US is important to you. Whenever there is an election, yeah, the prime minister don't go to the States. When there's an election, don't they travel? When last the brown dog traveled. I'm not saying travel from here to Cebu. Not from Antigua to Barbuda. Not from Antigua to Dominica. Not from Antigua to St. Lucia. Not from Antigua to Jamaica. I'm talking about miles. Go to the United States borders. Half a pass through. Half a go through like how we usually go through as Gassy Dread, yeah? You know do that yet? What happened? You were dared to do it. Do it. Show how we're wrong. Tell us it's not so, Gassy Dread. Tell us it's not so. Black Panther. Black Panther. You should be scared. Foolishness. You ain't even get nothing yet. Man ain't even get blows yet. Eh? We need to check and see, on a serious note, how many EMS vehicles we have on standby. How many how many constituencies we have? Eh? How many vehicles we're gonna need for QT alone? I'm just saying. Yeah, there's not enough Epsom salts. There is not enough Epsom salts. There will not be stuff to smell. Not enough. Mm? You can drop like flies. One of them pop, 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 pop. Eh? I said them ago. I said when the ballot box on them and read. What box we on? What box? We will be here to cover it live. Yeah? We will be here to cover it live. We will be here to cover it live. Munch might be in the room. I don't know how the timing is going to go. And I'm like, Father, we're going to work around all that. But hello, we're going to be here to cover it live. And thank you again for the blessing, always the support, the favor, the hands of the supporters for this platform. We did a month of the free StreamYard, the professional version of the StreamYard. With the free one, I would normally get 20 hours, and that would work because I would do like an hour and a half, 2 hours live, 2 times a week, and that worked. But because I started the election live, and we've been doing a lot of lives in the month of April, like last night we were on the live and I was counting down and the live went out. But look at God. Tonight we are live. Tonight we are live with a professional version, and with the professional version on StreamYard, you can stream as long as you like. Run the live as long as you like. So this benefits us, as in the Sippers Classroom, immensely. It benefits us because on Thursday for election, we're going to come here at least by 6:30 Caribbean time, 6:30, 7 o'clock. I'm working with some individuals to have as my panelists. I have individuals who I'm talking to right now to be on the ground in Antigua and Barbuda. I have to call some of my sippers so y'all can pay the person. Okay? Now everybody wants to work for free. Nikki wake up and Nikki doing, you know what I mean? But we're going to have a person or two. I've already locked in one person to be on the ground. That person is going to be our connecting individual, keeping us with all the breaking news. We're going to be there in the WhatsApp too. And we're going to do it. We're going to cover it. Free Press 268. We are the people's watchdog. You know, we're going to cover every single thing that comes in. Yeah. Watch everything, like track everything. Keep your eyes open. Even if I have to use like 2 matchsticks on that night, even if I'm snoring, I don't really snore. I don't know, y'all might find out, but I might be snoring on this live and y'all comment and me, Nikki, wake up, bust out the champagne. Hello, bust out the champagne. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but like I tell y'all weeks ago, I love an underdog. I like the underdog. Weeks and weeks ago, I remember saying, God, send a David. But look what God did. God just been doing so much. Like, he's not getting this election handed to him. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny? That he's not getting the election handed to him. You have to work for him, boss. You have to work for it. Work for it. Work hard. And you have to take your leave when your time is up. I'm just saying. Don't prolong it. Don't like try to delay the courts. Don't try to, even for your ministers and contend this seat and don't do all of that. Don't do all of that. And listen, write your speech early. Write your speech early and just tell the people thank you and just do your thing. Just do your thing. We thank you, Prime Minister Gaston Brown. We thank you very much. It might not have been a really good relationship. It really wasn't. It was bad relationship. It was like one of those relationships when a woman left a man, she's like, oh my gosh, I pray I never meet a man like that again in my life. Oh, that kind of relationship. But anyway, and I'll hold it against you. No hard feelings. We will part ways amicably. That's the word? Nicely. Yeah, on good terms. On good terms. Write your speech. Yeah. It can be hard for you to even accept that Pringle bang you, it's going to be hard for you to accept it. It's going to be real hard. You're going to need a lot of support. You're going to need a strong support system. You're going to need a strong, like a really strong support system to encourage you and tell you, that it's okay, Gaston. Gussie, it's okay, because you've won, yes, exactly, Yvette. You already told us tungsten this morning. It's like he knew what he was saying, he was wrapping it up early. Yeah? So it's like, yeah, thank you. Thank you for your time. And it's like, it's over. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for you because of how you've been so rude and loose with your mouth. You've been loose with your mouth. You've been loose and aggressive and bombastic and braggadocious and boastful and confidence through the roof. Man, you're two nuts in the trousers. They're like two big nuts just trying to hold you. That was you. So imagine, Imagine the mental situation. Imagine the pressure. Pressure bust pipe na jack. Imagine the pressure. I like that word, pressure. What you gonna do? Man, Pixie gonna have to be there. Pixie gonna have to do more than just talk. Pixie gonna have to rub your back. You might be on the toilet a long time, man. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, my belly. Oh gosh. How bring it come back me? How bring it come back me? Oh gosh. Bring it come. How bring it come back? Oh God. What can go so? Nothing talk can go so. Huh? Yeah, boy. Diarrhea. Sweat. We call them cold sweat. Like everything now. Headache. Panic attack. Like everything. Everything in a one. Because who would really believe? Who would really believe how Pringle go bang you? You not even believe. It can take you a while to come out of that. Hello? It's going to take you a while to come out of that. I feel nice. I can't wait. I got a little bit of amaretto over there. Like, yeah. I'm going to hit that with some nice Coke, I think. I like it with a Coke. Put a few cubes of ice in there. And we're going to toast. Yeah? Toast to seeing the back of you and your dynasty. You and your legacy. Yeah? You're a business man. Go and do business now. Do your thing. It's been 12 years. We want to thank you very much for having us like 12 years in pure slavery. Pure attempt on or a threat towards democracy. When the people were having their walk or their I don't want to say march or protest because it wasn't a march or a protest. It was a gathering during COVID. I don't know if Benita and the other girl forget. Them forgot. Them forgot. How you want to impose on that? You forgot? I could give you a next 12 years or 12 days to not solve Asset Michael murder. We give you 12 days to not even do anything, solve anything on any case, any missing person. I could do that. We're going to give you 12 years to have that big fat man. That man that look like a hippo. Yeah? Samantha Marshall number 2. As some say. What? What? 2 of Samantha is 1 of Cutie. The 2 shall become 1, but a big one. I said it. So what? Get over it. Get over yourself. Literally. If you can pass over. It's a big rock crab. I'm just saying. Another 12 years for rats as big as a cat. Rats as big as cats. In St. John's, another 12 days for that. Another 12 years of that? Another 12 months of that? Huh? All the crime, the mental health issue. In January 2023, a young man calling on the phone at ZDK asking the Prime Minister about mental health. And boss, you went on and on about your mother and your sister Blondell and being 9 and how you're hungry and the people in the area help you. And this, that was 2023. We're in 2026 and it's today or yesterday because of Mental Health Month. You mentioned Clearview. Your people, your propaganda machine. I can't call that communication, the propaganda. Literally. So, I hope you had fun. It's nice getting all those labels and getting all the perks and getting all the whatever, you know. But the good thing is you still have connections. You're going to still know people. People going to still know you. You're going to be used to. I'm just saying. Like, he used to be the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. Yeah. You're used to. Meaning in the past. Just like Massacre say, in the back of the class with your dunce hat. At the back of the class with the F grade because I grade you F. Failed. Frozen. Forgotten. Forever, ever, 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 ever last in the back. And I want it again. Nobody want dictatorship. We want a nice cleaning up. Yeah, a breath of fresh air. We want good governance. We want to understand what good governance is. We want to clean the streets, clean the roads. We want nice, good hospitals. We want potential. We want people to see that there is potential. You can tell me from all those parts, but we've been selling for Antigua and Barbuda, how much of $1 billion, he said this morning, $6 billion in 12 years? You know what is 6 billion? Back up. You know what's 1 billion? You know what's $2 billion? Okay, hold on. You know what is $4 billion? Oh gosh, wait. Let me add another billion to that. You know what is $5 billion in 108 square miles of 100,000 people? Yeah, boy, we should have clean, crisp roads. Huh? We're supposed to have a nice, clean bus system. Good hospital with toilet paper. Yeah? Good mental health situation. Like everything's set up with all those billions. But Anna had that. We don't have that. We have people that are willing to give away their vote for a $50 food voucher, gas voucher, liquor help. And even in their ignorance, we ask God to have mercy on them. Even in their ignorance, because the word says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. And Anna perish. Prime Minister Gaston Brown's statement on the radio, on the TV this morning says that there's not a scintilla of evidence of anything anywhere. This platform, Free Press 260, is not saying that you're guilty. We're not saying that you committed a crime, but we're putting on the screen here, sir, that in 2024, regarding this Alpha Nero here, your name is mentioned. Richard Higgins sends your name here, like you're the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda. There's no other Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda yet. And Richard Higgins sent to multiple individuals saying, dear all, after an intense 4 days of negotiations with the Prime Minister and the client, where do we sell a boat, a yacht, that we would have the Prime Minister of the country in negotiations? Prime Minister Gaston Brown, is a question, Jack. Nobody really asking you the right questions. So in this final stretch, 24 hours to the elections, who is, I know who it is, but I'm just asking you a question. Who is Richard Higgins? And why would Richard Higgins lie on you? And if Richard lying on you, you should sue his pants off. Sue him for everything he got. Because Richard sent this email to multiple individuals, Prime Minister Gaston Brown. Multiple individuals. The subject says Alpha Nero Confidential. Prime Minister Gaston Brown, I'm not accusing you. This space not accusing you. Free Press 268 not accusing you. But this document has been filed in the U.S. courts. It is a document to get subpoenas. Subpoena for your son, Gaston Andron Brown III. Subpoenas for the guy Haley that made that $10 million commission. Subpoena for Northrop and Johnson. Subpoena for Max Marine time, I think. I need to check the names accurately. Quite a few of people. The case is ongoing. The taxpayers have to pay this. The taxpayers paying Prime Minister Gaston Brown's lawyer fees. So who need this election more than who? I'm waiting to hear y'all. Who need this election more than who? Who need this win more than anything else and more than any other win, more than all the wins and all the accomplishments? Who need this one more? And why you think this one matters so much more? Why you think this one have so much more value than all the others? Why is this win so vital and must happen? I'm gonna leave you all with that. It's almost 2 hours, as in 2 hours of live. Oh my gosh, it's almost 3 o'clock, isn't it? There it is, 3 o'clock on the dot. Look at that. Guys, I gotta wrap up. I gotta get some sleep. I must. We're picking up again. Our Wednesday sip is tomorrow. And then remember, after tomorrow, it is the elections. And then after that, Pringle is the man. Pringle with the plan. Pringle is the man. Because nobody else can. And I'm not being paid. This is not a paid political ad. It's not. We're just choosing the underdog to kick your ass. Like, yeah. We're choosing the underdog to lick licks like peas in you. Yeah, boy. Box after box after box. Eh? Box after box after box. No, we're not talking violence. Come on, focus. We're talking about the ballot boxes, silly. Why are you trying to be silly? Box after box after box. If you want me to use another word, slap down after slap down after slap down. Eh? One box, clean that up. One box, clean that up. You want to talk about a clean sweep? Might not be for you. Might not be for you. So start writing your, what's that word? When you concede, yeah? Start writing that speech. And you're the real boss. You're smart and you're very articulate. You don't need nothing. You don't need to say much. And don't say too much, you know. You have a habit of just talking till you talk yourself into trouble. And that is what caused this new file in your mouth. This year. Put you in trouble. Read the document. Read the document. Because if your lawyers break it down to you, they're going to tell you why the subpoena and the thing going how it's going, and because of what you say and wherever, and you say and you use it against you because you like to talk, like to run your mouth. You talk too much. You talk too much. But then again, it's a good thing. Thank you. Romans 8:28 says, all things work together for good. All things work together. Must work together. Like how faith and works come together, must work together. So you scared, and we like it. Mufasa. That's how we want you. We have you right where we want you. Still have a turn like a more heat up under that. Make sure everybody get a voter's ID card. Make sure everything Chris and Corey, check them observers and all these little different people for the election observers, and, you know, watch. Watch and see if the Ghanaian is going to vote. Yes, I just said that. What? So what? Watch everybody. Watch the flow of everything. Be a watchdog for your country. Hello, be a watchdog for Antigua and Barbuda, especially for this election. He nearly lost by 6 votes. What I tell you? He nearly lost by 6 votes, and then take this new renaissance with about 5 or 6 UPP candidates that didn't even get cool. Like when you take food off the fridge and you have to leave it a while to get cool, them not even get cool. Just a hot, you take them. You take them hot with all of their traitoring. You take them hot with everything. Everything. Give me everything. You took it. What Cindy said? You token out. She said she token out. You token out everything. Everything you token. You token UPP ideas. You token UPP candidates. You just token, but you ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. But we know you're scared. And we like it like that. I like it like that. Exactly like that. 24 hours to go. What more is going to come out? Like, what else is going to explode? And what else? What else? What else? Enjoy your night. Few more nights, says Prime Minister Gaston Brown. Just a few more. Prime Minister Gaston Brown. Call me Gassy Dread. Call me Gassy Dread. Eh? Whatever. Let's wrap up. I wanted to give you a song, but guys, I'm so tired. It's time for me to head in my bed. It's 3:05. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the favor. Thank you for the grace, Most High God. We thank you for who you are, because there's none like you and none that can match you. Arise, God, and vindicate your people. Arise and vindicate the people of Antigua and Barbuda. Arise and vindicate those who are under the sound of my voice. Arise and vindicate me, God. We all have our struggles. We all have to understand in our various situations, God. You want us to stand in faith, in authority, in understanding who we are and whose we are in Christ. So we thank you, God, for this platform. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for direction. We thank you for purpose. We thank you for destiny. We thank you for divine intervention and fulfillment of every task, every idea, every dream, every vision that you have placed in my life, in this platform, in every person's life who's a part of this classroom, who's supported in any way, God. Continue to flourish us and flourish our lives. Watch over everyone that concerns us. This is our prayer in the name of the Most High God. Amen. I love you guys. I gotta go. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. I gotta sleep. Catch you guys tomorrow morning, 12:30, 7:30 your time, and then tomorrow night. Oh my gosh. And then Thursday, all day on Thursday, like all into the evening on Thursday. And then on Friday there's a holiday. I think on Monday here in the UK too is a holiday. In Antigua in the Caribbean, I think there's a holiday on Monday. So we're gonna need it. Yeah? Love you guys. Have a good night. Be blessed. Let's just play the Pappy Show, girl.
When you've tested less than 0.1% of the population, Prime Minister Gaston Brown, you are a joker. You are a clown. And you run a circus called a cabinet. And you need to fix it and stop pappy showing yourself. All your other ministers and them a big pappy show, them be the majority of them. But you seem to be, you don't like nobody wearing a crown. You seem to want to wear the pappy show crown. So take it. You're a big pappy show. Y'all make me sick.
Yeah, make me sick. Okay? Yeah, make Joanne sick, but Joanne still endorse Lamin Newton. And Joanne still there all the way up in a gassy dread armpit like a that. Yeah? So all of y'all make me sick. Good night. Later, people. Catch you guys in the morning for morning class. Don't forget, tag a few people and share the live.